for anyone who is watching this video later on or is joining a bit later, welcome everyone. We may do a very quick round of introductions, if you don't mind. My name is Lorenzo, and together with David, we organize this series of virtual meetups, Fireside Art Chats. And this is not my real living room, just to clarify. If you wonder, it's not sunny at all today in Zurich.
No.
Okay, and David is my partner in crime. Together we have started this group, and we're very happy to welcome up-and-coming artists and share their stories to all art lovers we can reach. David, you are the one with
let me just say hi then. And I know very little about art, but I'm a teacher and learner, so I love to ask lots of questions. And so I'm happy to fire a few things away at Michele today and help us all find out something. I got one of his pictures behind me because my camera's so bad, but I think we're going to try and show a few more as we go. Should we introduce everybody, or do you want to jump in? Lorenzo, back to you. What do you think?
Well, Michele, we want to hear who you are and
okay, so Michele, it's me. I'm the interviewed artist today. Thank you for interviewing me. And just to make it like condensed short, I do art since 2016, end of 2016, and professionally since 2018, like artist in painting. Before I did different works. I had a company before with my brother, and but I always did some art aside, like just for me, like a pleasure, like a hobby. And one day I decided that it may be better for me to stick to plan A and follow my dreams, and so here I am. Yeah. I think that's.
Thank you for making time and for sharing a glimpse into your stories, life, and artistic history. We see some behind you already that I'm very curious about.
Thank you. Yeah, this is my real background. This is so this is this is the living room where we live with my family, with my wife and two kids. And the stair you see, this is the stairway which goes in the atelier. So we're in the place where it happens. We're all right next. Yeah. So.
Yeah, go on. You were saying you just went commercial in 2018. Is that is it working out well? Are you glad you gave up the day job?
Yeah, honestly, yes. I sold the first piece in May 2018, and from there on I did regular sales, and I'm happy about that. And one thing that I discovered, which really surprised me, because I thought when I started to do artists like professional, I said, okay, I will sell a painting to someone, and then I'm not having contact anymore with this person. Bought a painting, and that's it. But I was wrong, because people, they follow you and they stay in contact with you, and they write, they ask questions, and they come back, see you at the fairs, at the exhibitions where you are, and so you keep in contact with the persons who bought you something. And I really appreciate this. It was a really positive surprise for me, seeing that I can have a relationship, a long-time relationship with the people interested in my art. So that was really good, a really good surprise.
You said you really like interaction, right, with people, and you try and reflect the environment around you and channel things. Is communication very important for you?
Yeah, it is very important. It is very important because I think you can have the best work, or the best work you can have a really interesting work at home in your studio. But if you don't show it, if you don't bring it outside, if you don't talk about it, if you don't meet people, tell about your work, this work, yeah, you have to share it. Your work. Yeah, I think it's really important, and I like to do fairs, exhibitions, and I try to do one per month in 2019. COVID changed the game in 2020, so I went more online, and but I have to do more like we're doing like now, like with the camera, like presenting or in the studio. This, I think this is a good way to go, to invite people to see the studio where like you're working, and do like live working. I know artists who do like even they interact with the people watching, like they ask them, tell me what I do next. Should I use blue? Should I use yellow? What medium should I use? And it can be really fun, yeah. Really.
So I put up this. This is actually a video from your site. I just put a still. I hope people can see.
Yeah.
When you're kind of on the floor and people are like standing on the work and asking questions. Tell us about that. It's your live painting, right?
Yes, exactly. This was in Zurich in 2019. Yes. And I did this live painting with two good friends I have in Zurich. They organized a show for the for clothing brand in the Bank Olufsen store in Thalwil, and they gave me the opportunity to do a live painting for during 3 hours. I loved it. It was a good challenge. To work in front of the people, interacting with them directly, they asking questions, and it speeds up the work. It speeds up the work because you get like, I don't know, more creative but faster. You work faster. You find the solutions faster. In the studio when I am alone, I know I have time limits. I have time schedules, but I can sit there and watch like for 10 minutes, watch the painting and say, okay, now what I do. But here in front of the people, like you have to go, so you go, and I find it very interesting to do this. I got a friend in Zurich, Pedrito Art. Maybe you know him. He helped me to accelerate the process. He brought a hair dryer, so he was drying the paint, so it could go faster. You know.
Did you change your tools? I see you have this squeegee. It seems everybody likes this squeegees for putting paint on fast. Are there different techniques you use? Because some look quite mass-produced almost.
The rubber, you mean, like the gum?
Yeah, like for a windscreen wiper, someone called it.
Exactly. Like, yeah. This is my favorite. Yeah, this is I really like it. I also did. I do my own. I can show you here.
Wow.
The regular ones you can buy, and then I did my own, which is just 2 meters long. And this is important because when I do bigger pieces, like I have there is no because when you steer the paint, like in the end, then you have some lines, okay. But when I use if I use it on bigger canvas, then I don't have these lines, and everything is like just one plain surface. There was this Richter who did this like in the 60s, I guess, in Germany. So it's nothing new, but I like to combine this with other techniques.
So I think some of your pieces, maybe I try and put another one up now, have a lot of different techniques on them. This is a Set It Free, Watch It Go. This is one of your quieter paintings, I would say, more calm, but a lot of different techniques.
Yeah, exactly. There is painting. There's I mean, everything is painted, but there is also collage. I painted before, and then I stick it on the above, and like the little ones. This is on paper. This is 40 and 30 centimeters on paper. I normally have them a lot of them in the studio, and while I'm working at bigger canvases, I then don't want to throw away the paint, which stays around, and then I do the small ones. So they stay like.
Because we don't see it here. At least I don't see it in the chat. Can you share it?
It's in the chat now for me.
Yeah, I see it in the chat. I see it like when I click on conversation, I see it. I can see it.
Got it?
And so there are many of these little works, and then I keep going, like layer on layer, trying different techniques. And at one point I say, okay, now I think I got something. I don't want to take any other risk. I keep it like this, you know. This is the most difficult moment, like when you decide when it's when you don't touch it anymore. Yeah.
How you commit, right?
Yeah. When you say, okay.
One of the artists we spoke to said the painting is only finished when somebody buys it.
Yeah.
How long does a painting take you?
That could be a good point. Exactly. I think Leonardo da Vinci, he said there is no, the painting is never finished. It's only abandoned. Yeah. So
I feel like a lot of artists have this. Like I think it was the Kooning as well, who was like, my paintings are never finished, but they only sometimes escape the studio.
Yeah.
And that's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's very true.
Yeah. How it's how you decide, no? Okay, you could go on and go on and go on and go on. You know?
Yeah.
So it's good to have deadlines and have shows and everything. So you have to stop at some point.
But I think maybe you also cheat this a little bit, right? Because some of your canvases, I'm trying to show matching, not matching.
Yeah.
It's like many mini paintings in different styles. Like again, the one behind me now.
Yeah.
Is that deliberate because you can't decide, or how do you get to this approach?
This is a good question. I think the first painting I did in 2016, it was just squares. It was just squares of color, and sometimes it comes back. It comes back with different techniques and different sort of combinations I created along the time now. And maybe it is also because artistically I did when I was young, mostly I did some rap music, mostly the production in music, and I used samples. So I used different parts sampled from other music, from vinyls or from whatever, from YouTube, and I matched them together. So I think this comes from this approach, and I like it. I feel like there's something like contemporary to it because of like we go from one thing to another like fast and quick in our time now. Back in 200 years ago, I think you were more concentrated, focused on one thing, and then you just one thing. Nowadays we have many informations, everything goes and so. I think it reflects a little bit like you can see and have more things at the same time.
It fits perfectly this right now, right? We have like, I can see 6 screens. I have 2 of your images. Yeah. You're speaking.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So you like this? You like this rapid fire, as you said, this kind of fast pace.
Yeah.
I had you sent me a link to some music, so I'll post that in the chat at the end so people can hear your other expression. Do things you did before? I mean, you said music, and I guess you must have painted or something earlier. Do other art forms come into your art now?
I didn't do like painting, but drawing. I was drawing whatever I could draw. I had to show a picture where I lived in Paris with a friend for a couple of years, and we had the walls of our apartment were completely painted, like everything, writings and portraits, and everything was painted in the whole apartment. So, we then had to do three layers of white when we left the apartment. And at school, everywhere, I always had to draw something. So I always had anything in relationship with art. It's just the one time I decided, okay, now I do it seriously. This is where I want to be. This is for the place for me, and I have to admit and accept it. You know?
But this is also real graffiti, right? I think you are. You also have some connection with like graffiti art, street art, and you use some techniques still, yeah?
Yeah, when we were doing the music, we went to a lot of normally at this time, I speak like it was 25 years ago. We had these big parties where you have concert, where you have breakdancers, where you have guys who are doing the spray cans, they're doing graffiti. So it was a whole hip hop. You have always more stuff happening during one event, and I didn't did any like graffiti pieces on wall with the spray can. I just did some tags with the friends, and I did the graffiti pieces on paper normally. So the piece.
I'm trying to. I think it's a bit slow. Sorry, guys, but there is a very recent piece from your current series. It's very loud, very bright, quite different from the quieter colors. I think the softer in the other one, but this also has graffiti in it. Is that looks very, very different though? But maybe back to the days of the writing on the wall in the Paris apartment. Can you tell us about that?
The blue one you just put in the conversation.
Yeah, I think it's called The Sky is Unlimited or something.
Yeah, exactly. This one is a collaboration with a friend of mine. I did the background and he did the graffiti on top of it. And technically speaking, he did the graffiti like by hand, and then he scanned it in the computer. In the computer, he vectorialized the image and he worked it a little bit, seeing my background. And then he put it in the plotter, and the wool, it's vinyl. The material sticked on the is vinyl. So with the plotter he cut it, and then he put it on top of the painting. And I find it really cool. Like I've never seen something like this. There is graffiti. There is a lot of graffiti or post graffiti artworks, but this. So yeah, we definitely have some new pieces coming in this series. I will post them like in the coming weeks.
This series is very, I would say it's very in your face, right? I know this one has graffiti, but you have these with the neon and things. I try and show one now. Is it deliberately to, I don't know, to affect people, to bother people? Because it's no natural soft colors anymore, right? It's purple and red and it's loud stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's loud. Yeah, it's but it comes out like this in the end. When I start with these pieces, I don't have really an idea how it will end, and I saw different artists in the States using neons. I really liked the idea. Like there is a painting, like it can be figurative or abstract, and at some point there is neon inside. I really liked this idea, so I'm testing the neon as well. Yeah, so it's neon. It's not really neon. It's LED. It's a tube, silicone tube with LED inside, but it has this neon effect. Yeah. So even if you have it on, like it's not consuming a lot of electricity, and it won't. It's not glass, you know. It's not fragile. And
so that's quite an advanced technique, right? Your paintings need batteries or something now.
Yeah. No, you plug them. You plug them directly. You could do with batteries, but I prefer to plug them. Yeah. And
so is this? Are you to other like medium instead of just like painting now? Is it where you're going with this series?
Yeah, I'm trying to use quite different medias and match them together. See how it works. See how I think this is it's challenging to see new things, because like it said, like nothing is new under the sun. But maybe we didn't did some combinations. There's always something to try. So I'm experimenting.
Do you said you love reflection and reaction? Do these get a very different reaction? I know some of the other paintings have been shown very widely. Is the newer stuff getting a different reaction? Are you provoking people like you want to?
Yeah. Honestly, now online, I don't really feel if there is a difference between the different series. I see this difference in the shows during exhibition. Like I had one neon piece last year at one art fair of 5 days, and this attracted a lot of people. Like people passing by went like, "Oh wow, look at this, kids!" And a lot of people went to the neon just because there wasn't any neon around, and it was something different. And so this attract a lot, and then people go and watch the other works. But it has something different, a bit new, a bit you don't see it every day.
And you are also some of the pieces that I showed further down, and there's pieces with a lot of memes and little bits of writing on there. They look like maybe they're little jokes in English, or maybe they're to get some reaction. Are you trying to tell people what to think, or do they tell you something else? Because I am a little puzzled. You talk about reflection, but it looks more shocking than reflection, and more you must think this. Am I wrong?
Okay. If you feel like you have to think something, like I give you a direction and you don't have the choice, like you feel like you feel like this.
Well, with the words, maybe because I'm an English language teacher, right? So I see words and I think, oh, it's an idea. It's a meme, right?
Yeah, exactly. And this is a good example, because in this case, you see, I leave it open. Like you have at least two possibilities. Like you love you, like you love yourself, or you love you to infinity. You love everyone around. So it is. I don't think I should tell people what to do, but I can like provoke things, make people think and reflect about, or maybe see things differently than how they saw things. Yeah.
So you there's a little mind trick there, isn't it, where you can take it two ways, and you're making people decide and choose, I think.
Yeah, exactly. But for example, the Law of Life, you can buy just one, you can get two, or you can turn them around. You can put one in one piece and another in another piece. So yeah, I want to suggest something, like give a path, or like I see normally it reflects like my own research, like what I'm going through, what the solutions I'm looking for, and then this is what I call the reflection, like how I interact with the world. Then I use this, and like the questions I have for myself, or what I find, I just put this in the work. Like you can almost, it's a part of the process, like even a part of the process itself is shown in this way.
Is that, please guys, jump in with questions, because
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure everybody's thinking a million things right now. So Ilse, Maya, and Alejandra, I think just jump in, guys.
Mike, your work is pretty new to me. I'm South African, so I'm still finding my feet in the European or the Swiss art world. But when I looked at your work, I find it very positive.
Oh, thank you.
Your work has a positive effect. So I was wondering, is it? Do you have a choice of colors? Do you have a color scheme? in mind before you put that paint down? Because I think color has a great emotional effect.
Yeah.
Whether you use the blues or the, like you say, the neon, which is very energizing, it's vital. So my question to you is, so before you start painting, do you have your favorite color scheme, and do you know where you're going to go with those colors? And
this is a good question. And you know, when I see other artists, like pictures of their studio, and they have like these patterns with colors, like they do this before they work, and maybe I'm too lazy to do it. I don't know. I always said maybe I should do this, because maybe all of my colors could match even better than they do if I do things like properly. And I never went into this like we'll have to try definitely this color scheme to follow them. And maybe I should do this also, because then when I like now from 6 months back now, I don't remember how I mixed some color. So this is a problem for me. So maybe it's cool because I find something new, but I could always come back to what something I did before. But I have maybe preferences for colors are blue and the pink, and but what I really like is to combine them. And normally I start with one color, like a color alike, and then I take the other colors and just watch what goes, like what is cool with this one, what can I do here. And it can happen that to mix one pink, because the most this is the color I mix the most is the pinks. It can take me up to 20 minutes to get the pink like I want it, to get it like it has something organic, like not just the plain pink, but you can see maybe inside there is a little bit of yellow, there is a little bit of darker pink, and I even mix bronze in the pink, and this give it like a nude texture. So to come back to your question, I really do this on the go. Look how this color would match with another one, and if it's not matching, then I go. I take some white or whatever and cover it. Yeah.
I also have a question that's, I guess, kind of similar to Ilse in a way, and it's more like process related. So do you like plan? Do you have some sort of image in your mind beforehand, what your plan is, what you want the piece to look like before, or does it kind of emerge just as you go along?
Yeah, it is. It is like for the red and blue you see here now. I know that it will look like this, and this is a series I started to do, and for the moment I keep it like this. It will look differently, of course, each painting, but I know exactly where I'm going. But normally, like if you can see, move a little bit in the back. There is a one with. It's squares, but not only squares. So I go out a little bit of the squares, and this one is more like minimalist. I think like I'm following. I don't remember which painter said that, but he said like the painting is telling him where he has to go, where he is going.
Yeah.
So I think it's about listening, about some sensibility you have. So I can start with an image I have in my head, but then I won't force it to go there. If I see that while I'm doing something else pops in my mind and say, okay, now this would be better. Yeah. I prefer go this way than the way I thought before, and I think this is good to listen to the inner voice you have telling you what to do. Like you start at some point and you just go with the flow. I think this is for abstract. Then maybe in figurative it's different. But I will definitely. I didn't do much figurative except for some flowers here and there, and I definitely will bring it in like figurative and abstract at the same time.
Yeah. Yes.
Are there other artists that you kind of follow, you're inspired by, or do you find yourself going your own direction in this?
Yeah,
in this
no,
kind of
definitely. The chance is today on Instagram you can follow like every artist. Like you can even interact with them. Some artists I like. I write them messages, and I'm lucky if they if they answer me. And this is wonderful. Like it's not, of course, like if you go in a show and you really one-to-one with the work, but you can see yeah, the one you put up here. I like his style. He's doing really like crazy and like pushing boundaries, like taking stuff from here and there and really doing yeah, like different, you know. So it's freeing. I feel the work he's doing is like you could feel completely free. So yeah, definitely, I watch a lot what other artists do all the time on Instagram, and this inspires me. I really do it a lot. Yeah, see what others do.
I have a question from Olivier, who's not on video, but is asking a question on the chat. And he's asking, Michele, what was the major changes in your life when you decided to leave from your art?
The major change. The major change, like I think the major change was like finally I really felt like this is where I want to be, you know. First I thought okay, I always wanted to do art, but first I said, okay, now maybe with art I don't do money, so let's have a plan B, like do money before and then I can do art. But it ended up not being a good idea, so I came back to plan A and said, okay, I'm lucky that my wife is helping, and just do it. But yeah, okay, maybe what really changed is I didn't saw like artists like something like I've seen it before, like you stay in your corner, like you don't get known and everything, you just work on your. I have to admit that I do 50% of the time like painting, like the artwork, and like 50% of the time I do administrative stuff, of writing emails or writing the artist statement or descriptions, or emailing people, or doing the accounting, everything. Like so it's considered like a work. I just consider it like a work. I read an interview of a painter of New York. He said. Inspiration is for amateurs. We just go up and go to work. That's it, you know. And I really feel like this now. So some days, like I paint, and I say, okay, now this is nothing. This is nothing. So it's better I leave it and take my time to do other stuff, and then I do frames. You know, I go forward with frames, or check some emails and stuff. And yeah, but definitely consider it as a work. Yeah, not only wow art. You know, like really consider it as a work.
That's what I wanted to ask.
Yeah, Mike, I have a question about the size of your paintings. Yeah. So you have your artwork behind you is quite medium sized. So do you see a trend towards, because often I see artists, when they do interviews, they say a turning point in their career is when they start working bolder, bigger brushes. So in terms of selling your work, do you find that the big works sell better or the medium ones, or is it difficult to generalize?
Yeah, I think you're right. And honestly, if you see the place where I go to paint, the maximum painting I can bring down when it's stretched on canvas.
You have to go through the window. You take a big rope and you just.
I have to open the roof, you know.
A helicopter.
I could do it like not stretch it, like on canvas, and then I roll it and bring it out. So I could do really big. And but I definitely see what you. The biggest I did is 1.20 m on 1.60 m, and it's different because the gesture you can go like you really go with the gesture, and you can do big gestures. It's fantastic. We will be moving from this apartment to and from the 1st of February, and I'm looking here for a new studio with a bigger door, you know.
No, because I really think that's it, because that's what I've seen in artists' careers. They go bigger, their studios go bigger, and I think like if you work in a small space, the work is contained. It's more contained. You know what I mean? The brush strokes, and then when you have that space, that's when that work becomes really free and powerful.
Exactly, because you even can go. You have space, and you can go back. Here in the roof, like it's I can stay like in feet. I don't have to do like this. I have space, but it's like this, you know, and it's not the walls are not straight. So I don't really can put the works and watch them together. And I need this. I need this because I will go faster and decide faster. Oh, okay, this, and for this, yeah, you need space definitely to step back and watch it as a whole. Yeah, this is important. Yeah, this is really important.
This is your next meme, maybe, right? Larger than life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't fit your world. We in the text chat we were asking because Maya also does some art and is interested in the stages of publicity, because I think you're quite professional at getting your message out there. I mean, what stages would you say artists go through, and what do you do to reach your public? I guess the guys that buy this stuff.
Yeah, it's a mix. It's a mix of different things, like doing exhibitions, doing art fairs, doing whatever you can do it. I know that when I did the first exhibition, this was a huge step to take, because you show what you do to other people, and then then with time you see that even if you show your work, you keep staying in the process. People are interested about how you evolve. So I think it's really important to show your work all the time, and so definitely now. Okay, now I don't know how it will move with the pandemic and everything, but even if people can do like virtual shows, this is a good idea. I see it coming from different curators. They do like virtual galleries and taking different artists and putting them together and doing these shows virtually. And then I try to post regularly on Instagram, on Facebook. Keep in touch with actual collectors and new people. Email, I think, is really important, because in the email you have the contact. You don't rely on an algorithm. You just rely. Normally, it shouldn't go to the spam. We hope so. So you can directly talk with people who already bought your art, like people really interested in what is your work. So this is I think the email. This is the more important. But of course, you have to get people. So you will get them like through fairs, through other stuff, and then keep in contact with through email. I think it's a mix of different things. Like wherever you can, show it, talk about it. I think if I have time, I will even do a painting like on my car. You know, like the whole car. I will do something out of the car, because this is visibility. A lot of people will just watch and say, "What is this? You know, what is this guy doing?" And be curious, and maybe you get some. So every week you get someone getting to your website. And that's it. Where it is possible to show yourself, your work, just show it. Yeah.
And do you like to be seen alongside other similar artists, I guess, or very contrasting artist, because I mean, Lorenzo here is the expert at you know, putting together virtual exhibitions and showing things out there. Does that work for you as well?
Yeah, definitely. This is I think it's really enriching, you know. Most artists can like complete each other because you do one thing like more like this, and someone else is doing maybe portraits, and someone else is working maybe with gold leaf and has different patterns, and so and when you put these things together, like it's really cool. I like this. Yeah, really like this. Yeah.
Guys, I have to go, but thank you so much for.
Thank you, Maya. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to the next one. See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Lorenzo, did you want to jump in on anything about galleries and virtual galleries, or I'm going to...
Oh, what happened? Ilse, I think, left by accident. Or did we kick her out? No, I hope not.
I didn't mean to kick her out, maybe.
Or you have the power to kick people out.
No, nobody has any real power, you know.
Exactly.
I put a picture of just here it comes. Ilse's back. There is also, you're doing a pop-up gallery in Zug, I think, which is just round the corner from all of us in Zurich here.
Yeah.
Is that a picture of it there? I think you just sent me.
Yeah, exactly. This is a picture. This is a fellow artist, Martina Niederhauser. She's not far from Zug, and she took this space. This is a space actually where someone left, had to leave the place, and someone else will come from June. So in this time of period, now she will stay until the end of January for sure. And she's showing her work, and then she proposed to Pedro and me to put some works, and then to change them all the time, and so it is a great exposure, because the Metalli shopping mall, a lot of people passing, and the bus station, there is bus stations just in front of the gallery, and yeah, it's wonderful. Just before Christmas, I think it's a good thing, yeah. And I know she did some. I'm there like 3-4 days now, but I know she did a couple sales, and this is really cool. Yeah.
Sorry, Mike. What is the art? Is it Pedrito art?
Pedrito, yes, Pedro. I can write it down here. Pedro. He's Pedro Martin Rojo is his name, and
okay.
I guess his Instagram is Pedrito Art.
Thank you.
And he's the one that has the portraits with lots of colors on the right of the picture.
Yes, exactly.
Do we have an address there for that pop-up? You can drop in the text chat. I don't think I have it.
The address, I don't know the exact address, but I know it is in the Metalli shopping.
We can always post this, but the address of the Zug, we can post it in a minute after we finish talking if we get late.
I think it's Metallstraße. There is many entries. It's big. It's Metal.
It's good. It's a treasure hunt of Zug, right? Mystery tour.
Yeah.
Find it. Can I come in with another question then?
Yes.
And yeah, keep coming, people, because this is a really nice chat. This is very organic. It's beautiful. You're talking about buying and selling, of course, and exposing and talking to the public. But do you do commissions as well? Is there a different process for that? If you do, is that something you get the chance to do?
Yeah. Yes. It is a bit different, because when you start with the painting, you know where you where you have to go, or you have directions where to go, and then you just you try to do your best to do what the client loves. Normally, it happens like they see a picture on Instagram and or at an exhibition, and they say, "Okay, I like this. I like the style. I like it." But maybe I would prefer it like a bigger or smaller or less pink. This also happens. I did a commission for a client in Los Angeles, and I kept showing her pictures of the work while I was doing it, and she said, "Oh, okay, cool, okay. Oh, can you maybe put some green there?" And so, "Okay, yeah." And then we go further like this, and in the end, she was happy and I was happy. So,
does it bother you that the art isn't yours?
No, because even. No, not at all. Because I'm not in this. I'm not in a property mood. I'm not in a property mindset. You know, I did the painting. Like you see the painting behind me, but this painting doesn't even belong to me. You know, one day it will belong to someone else, or it's like, yeah, it's curious. And this is curious because when I write to someone in the email, like, I'm shipping your artwork, I'm saying I'm shipping your artwork, I'm shipping my artwork. I don't know. So, you know.
You have to let your babies go, right?
But yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And Lorenzo was asking, because the visual model is that people, you know, they just borrow your baby, right? They adopt it for a little while. And then, you know, if they love it, it goes right on the wall. They get a good relationship. They buy it. Do you find people are renting art at the visual and then buying it at the end?
I think this is the most good, the pattern to go. Like, because I saw many times that when people, like, they want to see how it fits, like they like it, they say, "Okay, I like this painting," and then they want to see how it fits in their home, you know, like dimension and colors and everything. And once the painting is there, it's almost all the time they keep it, you know. They don't want to give it back and say no.
Yeah. Especially if it doesn't go through the door.
So you have big chances, I think, that they keep it, that they wanted to keep. Or I think that maybe a different thing, like, but this would be more in B2B, like in professional, in business spaces. Maybe they have different walls, and like one wall is for one artist, and at every 2 or 3 months it changes, you know. Okay. So it keeps changing for the people working there. It changes for people passing there, like clients for them, and even for the artist, like he has some turnaround for his works. I think this could be interesting, like have space for artists, and they change the work. Like one artist has, let's say, 4 meters, and he will show, like, he will change 3-4 times a year. I think this.
You love this rapid turnover life, right?
Yeah, it has to move. Yeah.
So maybe suggestion, instead of 4 panels on your painting, have 4 different screens and update them electronically every few months, right? So
yeah, you're saying something, because in London they opened the Saatchi Yates Gallery like 2 months ago, and the first artist shown there is a Swiss guy, and this guy, he for years he worked on an application he did by his own, and there is he does the painting, so you will see the painting, and when you look through an iPad or something where using this application, everything is moving. It's going 3D, and this is really cool. This is quite new, you know. It's different, yeah.
So high tech future. What I mean, we're running short of time, and maybe there are more questions from other people. But what's your next direction then? Do you have an idea of how your work's where it's going to go in the next series, or do you still have more of this shocking blue and pink? Where are you going next?
I definitely keep some series. I like to continue exploring, but keep them in this where they are right now. And then I want to move to something more minimalist, more like the one here. This is the first one I do. Like there is a lot of space between paintings and everything. There is also the neon, but there is less information. I definitely want to go taste these directions. And when will be in the new atelier, I will be working on sculptures that I will do with recycled plastic. So this is something completely different, something new to do. Yeah.
So you have to. Are you already bending plastics? Is that you experimenting already?
I'm stacking. Yeah, I have bags of plastic. My wife is going like, you really have to go. Your atelier is you need to go out of the house. You know, we want to have a living space here. You know.
Oh, God.
So yeah.
So you have a dialogue with your art and your life and your wife.
Yeah. All the time, yeah. But it's cool. Yeah.
I have a question, Mike. So when your sculpture is finished out of plastic, will we recognize your style? Will we recognize something about you?
That's a good question. That's a good question. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know yet. Yeah. You will tell me. One day I will post it and But this is always a good question, like, will people recognize it? And I see that when I watch the feed on Instagram, I don't look at the names, I just see the picture, and I try to say, okay, this is him, that's her, and I don't know about me, because it's difficult to have this from the inside, but people telling me, yeah, we see it's you, and this is cool for me, because I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Yeah.
You must see some evolution though, some much changes in what was one of your pieces from 2018 to now, right?
The worst thing sometimes is you say to yourself, "Oh, it was better 6 months ago," you know. But it's process, you know. I think you have to go through some transitions and to get something new, because you don't know where you will go. Just keep experimenting. Like I keep series that work. I keep them. I continue doing them until I like to do them, and keep experimenting for new, to come out with something new. I don't feel like being a one-trick pony. So just do one thing and do it really good, and then stay with this. You know, like it's of course it's a kind of security. You know that if it works, you will get people buying it and feel secure. So I keep the secure part, but then I want to have a part where I really go to experimentations for something new, discovering new.
Lost the sound.
Guys, sorry to jump in and be the boring one and poop in the party. Yeah, the time is up. It's almost 1:30, and I would like to thank you for joining, Michele. It's been really, really nice to learn about you and your art, and we would like to definitely pop by the pop-up store in Zug.
Yeah.
And let us know if you need help with the moving. It's
No, you won't.
You don't need the walls painting, do you?
You stay in the same area.
Yeah. We just moved. Now we're in next to Montreux at the lake. We're in Villeneuve. This is the last town on the lake in the French part of Switzerland. And we will just move from the vineyards downstairs, down to next to the lake. So we can do things by walking, you know.
Reach out. We're happy to help.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, everyone. And wish you a very nice day.
Thanks very much. I'm just going to post the links and everything, but see you guys.
Bye.
See you soon.
Thanks, Lorenzo.
Thank you.
Thanks, Michele.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.